Hello, everyone. This is Elizabeth with Scott Leroy Marketing, and welcome to Build Your Brand, Get Started with Facebook and Social Media Marketing. Today is May 16th, so if you are viewing the recording, some features may have changed. Today, I am starting out in Google Chrome Incognito, which you can access by clicking the three dots in the top right corner and clicking New Incognito Window, or by pressing Control-Shift-N on your keyboard. Next, I am starting out at Facebook.com. This is where we're going to start out by creating a business page so that we can then connect it to Command and create a post. So first, you'll enter your email address or phone number, whatever's associated with your account. Oops. Then you'll enter your password and click Login. So of course, your Facebook account will look different than mine. This is just a test account for myself. So no friends, so no news feed here in the middle. But the general functionality will be the same for yours. So first, you'll go over to the left-hand menu, find Pages with the little orange flag, and click to open. Now we're going to be using this left-hand menu for the wizard to create the page. So first you'll click Create New Page. Then working from top to bottom, you'll enter the required fields, starting with the page name. This will be the name of your business, brand, or organization. Generally, what I like to do is create one with my name, and market center. This, of course, will be what your state and area and brokerage requires. So feel free to check with them and make sure they don't have any sort of policies or guidelines surrounding how to market yourself. Next, you'll choose a category. You can choose up to 3. So this will be what best describes your business. You may want to do real estate, maybe real estate agent, and real estate service. Totally up to you and what that category or categories will be. Then optional, you'll see it does not have the required parenthetical afterwards. You can enter a description. So this will be about what your business does, the services you provide, or the purpose of the page. Now be sure to check that character limit of 255 characters and be sure to stay below that. And once you're done entering the description, which of course can be updated later as well, you'll click Create Page. Now, once that is successful and created, you'll see the little pop-up in the bottom left corner. Now you can add in your profile picture. You can either click to add or drag and drop that from wherever it is stored. I'm going to go to my desktop to find my picture and double click. And you'll see that immediately pop up in the preview at the right. Next, you can also upload a cover photo. again, just by simply clicking or dragging and dropping over from where you have it stored. And again, I have mine on my desktop. Now, both of these fields are optional. They can be uploaded later. So if you're doing this along with me and don't know where your files are located at the moment, or let's say you're waiting on your headshot, whatnot, these can be added later by on the page, hovering over the little camera icons or the edit icons, which I'll show you later. Now, I will also say this Facebook cover photo is located in Command as well. So if you do need time to go to Command and locate that and download, you can also add that in later. And if you have added either in, you'll click Save. You can use the KW logo as your profile picture for sure. You may also want to check with your broker and or state to see if they have any policies or regulations regarding that, but you literally can upload that image if you need to. The Facebook cover photo you can find in Command in the Designs applet using the social type. And I believe it's under the lead generation category under social branding. Now, once you click that save, you will see a little embedded pop-up to connect your Facebook page to WhatsApp. If you do not have WhatsApp or don't want to add that in at this time, you can click the little gray X at the top right of that box. Now, like this says, you can always add that in at a later time as well through these settings. Now we have our page created. You'll see the preview of the page on the right-hand side. And then, of course, all of the options down the left. Of course, the settings is where you can add in that WhatsApp number later. You can also use edit page info to update name. There's that description, categories, all of this information we highly recommend adding in, especially phone and email. One, because that will allow people to contact you, but also that will allow it to be connected to Command without any errors. So now we can head over to Command. I have it opened in a new tab. So I'm going to toggle over to there. Command is, of course, agent.kw.com. And you'll enter your username. Generally something like first initial, last name, maybe a number. Capitalization not required. And enter your password. And click sign in. Once inside Command, to connect your Facebook account, you'll head to your name in the top right corner and click Settings. That'll take you directly to the connected applications. Now, your page, again, may look a little different than mine depending on what applications you already have connected. But you'll want to scroll down until you see the Facebook logo. The first option is going to be under the social category. And the second option is going to be under marketing automation. The first one under social is where we're going to start. This is for post scheduling, which is what we're going to be working through the rest of today. So we're going to head over to the far right of that section and click the blue Connect Account. Now, because we are already signed into our Facebook in another tab, it will automatically log us in, so that pop-up that just quickly disappeared will do all of that for us. And then we'll show this embedded pop-up to choose the page and click Connect. And you'll see that then disappears, and it actually pops up top under the connected applications. If you would like to click Manage, you'll see that's where you can disconnect that account. So if you ever do want to disconnect your account, you would come back to this page, click Manage, and click Disconnect. Now, even though we are not going to go over paid ads today, for more details on that, feel free to check out our Lead Generate with Command Facebook Ads 101. I do highly recommend going ahead and connecting Facebook and the Ads Manager at the same time, just because you are already logged into your Facebook. We're on this page. It'll save you some clicks later on. So finding that second Facebook option named Ads Manager, we'll click Connect again over on the right-hand side. Again, that pop-up you'll see because we're already logged in. And again, another embedded pop-up. Now for this one, you want to click the drop-down arrow to see your page that we just connected, and check the box here, where you'll then see a quick little pop-up to approve and accept the terms of service. So I'm going to click Continue. That will also open up a new tab. If it does not, you'll want to check the address bar at the top right to allow pop-ups. And you'll just want to locate your page and click Accept after reading all of the lead ad terms. Now, we are done with this tab, so once you accept, you can close that tab. And back in Command, you'll just want to check off that box again. So you get that green Page Connected status banner, and click Done. Now again, under Manage, this is how you would disconnect the account from the Ads Manager section. And again, that's removed from marketing automation as it then slides up to the connected apps at the top. So that is how you can connect your Facebook account. And you'll see it's the account because it's just the name, not the page. But if you click Manage, you'll see the page is selected. So even though it's simply your Facebook account that's connected, Command won't ever post anything to or by your account itself. It will always use your business page to do so. So don't worry if you're only seeing your Facebook account listed here. That is by design, as a business page doesn't have a login, but the account associated with it does. So now let's head to Designs. Designs is the paintbrush in a square. It's the third icon from the bottom. While you're still learning the names of the applets, you can also click the red square with the white KW to expand the names of the applets. And again, we're heading to designs. Now, your screen may look a little different than mine. If you do not have any designs already created, you can click the Create Design that will be in the middle of the page. But if you do or do not, you can always click the Create Design at the top right. And then for the type, you'll choose Social. You'll simply click to select that so that it turns blue and click Continue. Now, before we create this post, I will show you where the Facebook cover photos are. So once the WeBrand Design Editor fully loads, you'll actually head over to Business Basic is the category here, and click to drop that down. And then choose Social Branding. So here is where you'll find not only the Facebook cover photos, but also for LinkedIn and Twitter. You can click these gray buttons to narrow down the type. So you'll see you have several different options here to choose from. This one being the one that I chose. And simply because it didn't have the Market Center logo also added in, unlike the other ones. So the other ones do require a tad bit of editing before using. Yep, I am still in designs. So once you choose the cover photo you'd like, you can click the Use button at the top right of that preview. And then edit if you need to. For this example, you'd simply click on the DBA name. That's just auto-filled. That will automatically take you to the Logos panel and the My Assets tab so that you can quickly add in your logo and replace. Now, if you do not have your logos already in your brand assets, you can find them in KW Connect. So I recommend going to mykw.kw.com. And since we're already logged into Command, that will automatically log us into MyKW as well. Then click Marketing at the very top center. And that will take us to KW Connect. Then you'll click the Logos and Branding tile. Where you'll see not only the KW Identity and Style Guide, highly recommend opening this up to familiarize yourself with the KW standards. But if you scroll about a third of the way down the page, you'll see this search box here, where you can search for either your Market Center number or Market Center name. And click Download for the entire suite of KW Market Center logos. So that will include the full color like you see in the preview above, the red, gray, black. It'll also have the all black, the all white, the all gray, the mix. So lots of different colored logos for different things here. Now that will also be a zipped file. So once you have that downloaded, you will need to unzip. Most computers nowadays do have the program to unzip built in. So you would just select the folder and choose either unzip or extract before adding those into brand assets in Command. Now, once you have your cover photo either edited or you're viewing it and don't need to edit, you can simply click download at the top right. You can change the file type to a PNG if you wish, but it does default to JPEG, which is also allowed in Facebook, so either one. And click download. Now that you have that, you can head over to your Facebook to add that in to your Facebook cover photo. I'm actually going to go back to previewing that page. And here, that camera icon is where you can edit, upload photo to add in that cover photo after the fact. Now, if your logo is cut off here, or you just simply want a different part of the picture shown, you can drag to reposition. And you'll just drag, you'll click and hold anywhere you see the white crossbar with arrows. And then release once you have that where you would like it. And then to edit your profile picture after the fact, you'll see the little camera icon there as well, where you can click to edit after the fact as well. So I'm going to click Save Changes since I did change that cover photo. And now I'm going to venture back to Command. Now to add those logos that you just downloaded from KW Connect, you can do it one of two ways. While you're in the design, you can go to Images, the Images panel at the left, and click Add, the Add tab here, and click to upload an image. Now that will only stick with the image though. So if after the fact you want to add all of the logos in to your brand assets so that they're under the logos panel, you'll want to click Home. This will take us back to the home page, the dashboard for the WeBrand Design Editor. Might take a minute to load here. Then you'll head to the Assets tab at the top left. Then you'll choose Logos from the left-hand panel and click Upload at the top right. So depending on where those are stored, if you just downloaded them from KW Connect, generally you'll choose My Device. And then again, that'll bring up the Windows Explorer to add those in immediately. Now this logos panel can also be used for team logos or even general KW emails. So if you're not seeing your specific market center pull up in KW Connect, You can scroll down to the bottom to see primary logos and even the informal logos as well. So lots of different options to upload into logos. And lots of different file types are accepted as well, like the JPEG and PNG I just mentioned, plus SVG. So now that we have our logos added into brand assets, let's head back to the templates tab and find a piece to post to our Facebook. So there are several different options to choose from. Of course, a lot of it is generated for you. So if you wanted to do some on the Kansas or the Keller School of Real Estate, if you have a listing or have permission to post about another listing in your office, you can use the coming soon, for sale, just listed. If you've just sold a listing, or again, have permission to post a recently sold listing from another agent in your office. There's some templates for being the local expert where you can plug in market stats. Neighborhood snaps are also a good one to use. Open house, either you're hosting or another agent is hosting, maybe you're co-hosting. Price update, some about the spring selling season. If you have a listing under contract, or again, you check with another listing agent in your office to post about. So lots of options just under the listings category. Under the buyer category, Keller Mortgage is a good one. You'll see different pieces where you can also plug in your Keller Mortgage link in the text of the post. Some more neighborhood snaps. Under lead generation, lots of good ideas if you don't have your first listing or buyer just yet. Maybe you have a testimonial from a client from either a previous brokerage, previous career. Great way to start up and getting your name out there. Different event invitations. For example, if you wanted to invite them to, a client appreciation, maybe your market center is hosting a buyer seminar, lots of ideas to plug in your info here. Home value is a great call to action to also use. Simple graphics so that they contact you to get their home's value. Now, KW app and my website, also great kind of call to actions to get your information out there over the KW app or website, where you can plug in your app URL or your website URL so that they go straight there and register and start using. If you do go ahead and create a personally branded magazine, which comes with page content as well, there are some social pieces as a call to action for any visitors to check out your magazine. And then there's also holidays is a great way to boost your content on your page. categorized by month. So you can see the month theme and upcoming holidays. For today, we're going to start in I Heart KW under the lead generation category. So this you can also narrow down by the different sizes. For Facebook, you can use social wide and or social square. Of course, social stories is if you want to add it in that way as well. But I'm going to choose social square. And you'll see these three here with headshots already filled in. Very, very simple pieces, very simple to update, and nice simple message as well. So you can choose yours and click use. Now, the first thing that you have to edit is that KW DBA name logo. You simply click to select. It takes you to the logos panel, just like last time, where you can click replace over the logo you want to add in. Now, if your logo is not going to be placed in the same exact location, you can either click and drag to move. And if you do so, you can see the blue grid lines that help you line everything up. Or you can use the directional pad on your keyboard to move that around a little easier. The next thing you need to update on this piece is the headshot. So again, I'm going to click to select. I'm going to head to the images panel. And that defaults to my assets, where I can then choose replace image. If you don't already have your headshot located in your brand assets, same location we added in those logos, you can click add and then click to upload the image right away. The e-zine is published on a particular schedule, generally once a quarter. Towards the end of the month of the quarter, you can definitely check out the homepage of your command to see the new designs that are added in. Now that our piece is totally created, again, just those two pieces need to be updated. So that's why I really like this design to use for a first piece when creating a Facebook business page. I'm going to click download, just as we did with the cover photo, and download again. Now, I always highly recommend downloading while you're still in the piece so that you don't have to come back to it and do that. But also because sometimes when heading to our next step, I'm a little too quick for command and it doesn't always immediately pull straight from designs as intended. So while I'm still here, I'll go ahead and take care of that step so that I don't have to come back. So once that's downloaded, click done to be taken back to command and the designs dashboard. Now we're going to head to campaigns, which is the little megaphone icon, to up from designs. Again, feel free to check or click that red box with the white KW at the top left to expand the name of the applets. Then we'll click Create Campaign at the top right. And choose Social Post. Now, this is where you can also create a paid ad. Since generally we just created a Facebook page, you may just be starting out in real estate. We don't necessarily recommend spending money right out the gate. You most certainly can if you would like, but we do know that you just spent a bunch of money on the licensing courses, with the board, with the MLS, with your e-key. So this is what we're going to cover in getting your name out there with social media marketing is a social post. And you'll be taken to the social post wizard here, where you'll have all the fields on the left-hand side and the preview on the right. So again, working from top to bottom. First, you'll enter your text. You know, this can be something as simple as just hello. This can be maybe the description of your page pulled from the Facebook page when we created it. This can also be your bio, you know, a little bit about yourself, maybe your contact information. You can also add in emojis here by clicking the little gray smiley face at the bottom right. Now, if you need that emoji moved somewhere other than the end of your text, because that's where it will be defaulted to, you can click and hold and highlight that emoji. Press and hold Control X on your keyboard to cut. And then move your cursor where you want that to appear. And Control V to paste. If you're on a Mac, instead of Control, you'll use Command. So Command cut or Command X to cut and Command V to paste. Pay attention to the character count here as well. You have a limit of 2,200 characters. And you'll see that appear in the preview on the right. And yes, you do have to have a social media platform before you can create a social post and post it to that social media. Next section, it will default you to Image and Browse Designs Library, where you can then click Browse Designs Library and select that design we just created. Now, again, sometimes I'm a little too quick for the system and it doesn't end up loading in correctly. So that's why I downloaded it. I can click that upload image and upload the download. But looks like I've taken enough time here. So we have this crop post image embedded pop-up where I can crop. You'll see a couple of different options. The square 1-to-1 ratio, which is best for most placements, or the wide, which is best for those social wide pieces instead. You can also choose a free crop where you would choose what you want it to be cropped to. You can zoom out and in and reset. And once you're done, you'll click crop image. So you'll see that added in on the left in the wizard and over in the preview as well. Now, image must be either JPEG or PNG and smaller than 3 megabytes, but you can upload up to 4 photos. So if you wanted to upload this one, maybe a different headshot, maybe, your office, what have you, you can have up to 4 photos here. You can also add in a video instead, or a link, just by tabbing between those couple of options there. Now, Dba Logo does say optional. This will pull from your marketing profile. So you can change the Dba Logo position. It defaults to right. You can change it to left. You can also include my ownership statement. Be sure to check with your broker to see if they have a specific ownership statement in mind. Pay attention to the character count as well. And you'll see in the preview that that's actually duplicating. So keep in mind when creating any social pieces that you can add in the logo and ownership statement after the fact. So when creating the piece, instead of updating the Market Center logo, you can actually delete that from the social piece and use the logo and statement from within this social post wizard. If you do need to go find those logos again, this blue text here, Market Center logos, will take you directly to that KW Connect page to find those logos and download them. Next section is your schedule. You can either schedule the post out. You can click the little calendar icon to see all of the days and time. KW recommends the best days to post are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. Or you can toggle over to publish immediately, and that schedule will disappear. And that's what I'll choose today to show you how it shows up on the business page. And then the last section is your channels. We see that my page is already selected here, but you can connect an account using this blue text at the bottom center after the fact. So now we've worked from top to bottom, updating this social post. You can either save as a draft, which if you have a lot of text, a lot of pictures, you may want to do and come back maybe in a few hours or the next day to make sure spelling, punctuation, grammar, etc. are 100% good to go. And or you can click either publish or schedule if that's what you have chosen in the blue button. So like I mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and publish this post so that I can show you what it looks like on the Facebook page. And we got the green banner, so I'm going to head back over to my Facebook page and refresh. Now, remember, this is just posting this to my business page, even though my Facebook account is the one connected to Command. Command is not going to publish this to your personal Facebook account. This will only post this piece to your Facebook business page. And we'll see my business page here, the text, the image, how that logo and ownership statement appears with the white gradient overlay banner at the bottom. And then you'll see how many people reached, engagement, distribution score, the option to boost the post through Facebook, like, comment, and share. So heading back to command. Now your screen may look a little different than mine. Prior to this class, I actually had my other Facebook connected with posts scheduled. But once you locate today's date, you'll see that that post has been published with the little green status. And you'll see the page that it's been posted to with a little preview. Mine has two KW logos stacked on top of each other because one, I was showing you how to add the Market Center logo to the piece itself, and then showing you how to add in that logo and ownership statement after the fact as well in the social post creation. So if you want to use the logo and statement in the social post creation instead, you'll want to remove the logo and ownership statement from the design piece. Now there are lots and lots of different options. Like I mentioned, using all of the designs in command. You can also use these social posts automatically created for you over on the right-hand side. You can also use the little shuffle to shuffle through those and see what all they are. You can pull in pictures from outside command, enter the text. You can have blog posts, which is what these are. You can post neighborhood videos, which is this option here. To use any of these options on the right-hand side, you'll just click the little right-facing arrow at the bottom right of each piece. There are some designs in there with bold laws as well. Now, for more ideas, we recommend checking out outfront.kw.com. Once you go there and once you're on the page for a minute, you'll see this subscribe to Outfront Weekly, where you can enter in your email address to be emailed these articles as well. But on this page, if you scroll down under the recent stories section and click explore stories, you can find, I'm going to go actually to view all under the training section here, and you'll see it right here up front as well. 31 prompts that may just take your social media presence to new heights. This is created by Keller Williams every month. That has one prompt for every day of the week to help you post to your social media. So for instance, today they recommend a for sale graphic. Tomorrow, local daycare options. The next day, a day in the life of. Open house. A teammate. Best gyms in town. So lots and lots of ideas, with even links that go to the direct graphic that they mention in this article here. You are able to change the text that says, "Are you making a move?" instead of "I'm making a move." Yes, you can edit pretty much every piece of that design shown here. You can even change, the color of this red bar here, move that around, add in other features. Designs are very, very flexible in that manner. So yes, you can update all pieces of this design. For more information on how to do that, feel free to check out our Designs 101 class, and that will go over all of the ins and outs of designs, all of the different buttons and tabs, and lots of different ways you can edit designs. To create an Instagram page, I would recommend going to Instagram.com, logging in, and changing your personal Instagram account to a business account. So that is it for class today. If I didn't answer your question, or if you think of a question later, you can contact us. Our website is scottleroymarketing.com with our contact information at the bottom. Of course, this class is recorded and will be on our YouTube channel later this afternoon as well. Not sure, there it goes. Let me pause this so it doesn't make a sound. But there is the link to our YouTube channel in the chat as well. So this is where you'll be able to see the recording of our class today, along with the few classes I mentioned, Designs 101, Facebook Ads 101, under the video tab or the magnifying glass to search. As always, thank you for joining and hope you guys have a wonderful day.